Well, hello dear students. RRB JE application form are getting filled by the students, and the last date is the end of month of August. So many of you are filling the application form, and while filling the application form you have to do one more thing. You have to also give the post preference. Yes, after you get selected in RRB JE, based on the merit, based on your particular rank or merit, and based on the post preference you have given, you will be allotted a particular department or particular post. Okay, but while filling the post or giving the post preference, whether you're from civil branch or mechanical or electrical or electronics, or whether you have selected any zone, have you considered the medical standard while filling the post? Have you not? Then you are doing a big mistake. You should see that, especially those who are applying for RRB JE for the first time. My dear students, why I am saying that? Because if you see, the recruitment process of RRB JE consists of computer-based test 1 and 2, followed by document verification, finally medical examination. And let's say some of you are giving the post preference while filling the application form of Indian Railway, and you have given those preference for which you may not be eligible because of medical standard. Yes. And what are those medical standards? Those medical standards are already given in the notification. You can see that those medical standards are A3, B1, B2 and C1. There are few physical, in the medical tests that will be conducted by railway, there will be physical test followed by vision standard test. And in the vision standard test, if you see test A3, these are the conditions: distance vision 6/9, 6/9 with or without glasses, near vision 0.6 with or without glasses. Also in A3 medical standard, and for the post preference you have given where A3 is written, you must pass the test for color vision. Color vision means if any one of you is color blind, you will not be eligible for the post of medical standard A3. Please remember that. Binocular vision test will be conducted, night vision and mesopic vision. These are the 4 tests will be conducted apart from these distance and near vision. In B1 also 6/9, 6/12. That means if you are having little bit more poor eyesight, you will be allowed for B1. And near vision is same 0.6. But apart from that, here also color vision test you have to pass. Binocular vision, night vision and mesopic vision. See, binocular vision, night vision, mesopic vision, maybe you are able to clear, but color vision test, you can easily check that before applying for RRB JE. Even before filling the form, you can easily check that whether you are color blind or not. How? This test called Ishara test, where these kind of colorful images or colorful figures will be there. And in the colorful figure, there will be some numbers which will be hidden. Okay, you have to identify those numbers, and you have to just write it. For example, see, this is a mixture of many colors, and in that color mixture you can find that this number 12 is written. Here you can find, I think, somewhat 8 or 3 is written. Okay, so you have to, this kind of mixture of colors, red, yellow, orange, in that mixture some figure or some number or letter may be written, and you have to identify that. If you are able to clear it, that means you don't have color blind, you are not color blind, and you are eligible for A3 and B1 medical standard. But what does it mean? That means, is it mean that if you are colorblind, you are not eligible for RRB JE? No, that's not true. Then you can definitely apply for B2 and C1. Yes, for B2 and C1, even colorblind students are eligible. For those posts for which B2 and C1 is written, even colorblind test will not be conducted for B2 and C1 medical standard. And when you see the post preference, when you have to apply for the post preference in particular department, in particular zone, you can see that for each name of the post, you can find the medical standard written. For example, for chemical supervisor it is B1, and for metallurgical supervisor it is B1. Junior engineer electrical is C1. General services junior engineer is B1. Then A3 is for junior engineer electrical EMU and TRS. It is A3. For A3, if you are applying for A3, you should not have colorblind. You should not be colorblind. B2 is for junior electrical design. Okay, so you can see that these are the medical standard written. I hope you are, while filling the for example track machine, junior engineer track machine. Okay, If you are applying this post, you are giving it as a preference. If you are colorblind, do not give this post preference. Okay, A3 and B2 also. A3 and I think A3 and B1. A3 and B1 are those medical standards for which colorblind are not allowed, and you can easily give the colorblind test with the help of Ishihara test. Now, what is the meaning of 6/9, 6/12 vision means? 6/9, 6/12 and 6/6. You know that if someone is 6/6 is having 6/6 eyesight, that means he has a normal eyesight. Okay, and also in the, if you see the medical standard, it is written with or without glasses. That means glasses are allowed. That doesn't mean if you are having glasses, you will not be allowed. So with or without glasses, you are allowed for RRB JE. But what is the meaning of 6/9 and 6/12? Here it is written 6/9, here it is written 6/12. What is the meaning of this? And here it is also written 6/18. That means you are having even more, if your power is very weak, then also you will be allowed for C1, B2, right? For A3, you need 6/9. Okay, so little bit more better power. So what is the meaning of 6/9, 6/12? 6/9 vision means vision is slightly below average. Average is 6/6. Here the numerator 6 represents the person being tested. Person being tested, जिस पे test conduct करा जा रहा है. Who can see the object at 6 meters that a person with normal vision could see. A person with a normal vision can see the same object at 9 meter distance. There is an object at a distance of 9 meter. And a normal person who has a normal eyesight can see that at 9 meter very clearly. That is a far object. But if you are having poor eyesight, you have to see that object and you have to come to 6 meter distance to see that object. You have to come little bit close to that object. That means 6/9. 6/12 means a normal person can see an object at 12 meter distance, but who has a poor eyesight can see that object only coming at 6 meter to that object. Okay, that is 6/12. So those tests you don't have to be, you don't have to conduct that test. That test will be conducted you can easily go to a eye testing clinic and you can get your eye test. Okay, and you can see that whether it is 6/9 or 6/12. Okay, but what I'm telling you is that when you are applying for the particular post, you are giving the post preference while filling the application form. Please do take care of these things, especially the color vision test, because like I have already done my color vision test when 6 years earlier, and I know that I am a color blind person. I cannot apply for the post where color vision test is there. Okay, so I will not be eligible for A3 and B1 post, but I will be eligible for B2 and C1, not a problem. So these are the factors which I want you to consider when you are filling the application form, when you are giving the post preference. That is important. Okay, because later on, let's say if you have given the post preference and you have you come in the merit, you have got very good rank and good score, and suppose that you have only applied for those posts which are having post preference of A3 and B1, and you get selected for that. And when later on medical test will be conducted, then what will happen? You will be failing the medical test because you are colorblind. So that is why I am telling you that just take a look on this medical standard also, and you can also check yourself whether you are colorblind or not. See, 6/9, 6/12, that is another thing. You can also go to a clinic, and any normal clinic, and get your eye tested. Okay, but for color vision you can do it online also. Okay, so that is what I want to tell you in this particular video. I hope you have understood, and the main idea about this making this video is that while you fill the application form, please take a note of this particular thing. It is very, very important. Okay, so please do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe the YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.